So this is our unit here. You can open this up. And it's in a Ziploc bag, barely. Now this is the same NMminer that I've got up on the wall. I can tell by the same red power cords. These are for programming, something we don't have to do. These are ready to go. That's all your hardware to get your case on it. And that's the board itself in there. These boards, not the boards themselves, but these plastic boards that are on them. As you can see in my little totem pole I have there, that is a coating that's on them on both sides. So the first things first would be to get that off, and it's not easy. They don't give you a tab to work at, but if you see, there's little air bubbles all along in different spots. You can take a knife and just scratch until you grab onto one of those air bubbles, and you can get it up so that you can peel it off. I like to start at a spot where I'm not really going to see any damage if I do any. Usually around a screw hole, or like right here, because this is going to break anyways as far as that plastic wrap that's on there. Here. Still some on this side, which is nice. I mean, it gives you the nice finish and stuff. Ooh, not much air bubbles on that side this time. Come back over here to this corner. This one's being a little bit of a pain in the butt. I wish they would put a tab on this. Number one, it would show people that this is just a protective coating, and we wouldn't see so many online in pictures of people that haven't peeled it off. Side two. Never thought I'd have to watch out for the flip side like I used to on the old 45s. Yeah, that one just come right off pretty easy. Directions. Wow, look at that. Full directions. Even have directions for this couple others that you don't even need. There is different models of this out there. I like this model. It has 2 power ports here, so you can actually put power in 2 different ways, and you can piggyback it from one power to the other, which I've got done over there. I just showed earlier, and I'll show you how to get that done. Now they have these standoff screws. Or standoff nuts, and these are the screws. Now, I've got extras every time I've done one of these. So they have standoffs and screws that I didn't need. So I want to see how many extra I'm going to have this time. So you set this up so this cutout is on top of your 2 buttons that you're going to need to push. That hole gives you the access to that. This gives you access to that, and that gives you access to them 2 pieces. Pretty easy. Take a screw, drop it down through, stand off, now you could set up every single one of the standoffs on this. You could put the other board on first. There's no real rhyme or reason to how you have to do this, but you're going to take these to put that standoff underneath, so that when this goes on underneath, this way, wait, yep, that way, it gives you room enough for this stuff to be there, so it's not touching onto the board. So screw down, another screw down. I might not have extra with this one. Now I'm not putting these real tight. Finger tight. Don't need to be tight. If you want to tighten it up later, use a small screwdriver and just like a pair of needle nose pliers or something on that. Just something that can hold it. You really don't need to put any big reef on that. It doesn't take brute strength to be reefing on that. Now, yeah, I gotta put that on first. This will go on. There's a little light there. That is where you want that space for. And there's a tab here to pull that off, so I'm not even going to bother with that. There's a protector on top of that right now. I'll pull that off when I'm done with the screws. Now, should have a screwdriver here real close. That so I can take this screw, put it down in, magnetic screwdriver, and there. Now I didn't tighten that up much. I will do it a little tighter even by hand before I go there. But there, put this one in. I felt it tighten in my hand. And just the pressure of screw against screw is giving it, I could feel it actually tighten up even more. Ooh, that one is offline. That's why I leave it a little bit loose, because the screw is just not going straight into that the way it was set. So just get a little torque on that one. I'm holding the bottom screw with my finger just to torque that down a bit, and I'll do the same on this side. And you can feel it right there. It just tightens right up nice and tight. No need for any big yank on that. There you go. Now for setup, I find it pretty easy. With the phone, I just use a little battery pack That's all. One of these red wires. I'm not even going to open this one. But just plug that in there. Get this in here. And that's going to power up. Look at that. What I do, what you need to do is you have to get to your internet, your Wi-Fi. Check on your Wi-Fi and you'll see this NMap. Now it's checking the quality of my internet. I don't need to do anything more with that, that's done. So now, connect this time. I'm gonna go back into my internet. Oops. And if you see, if I click on that to get over on this side, the cog you have over here for your settings, and then there's a manage router. That manage router is going to put you right on the screen you need. Wi-Fi manager, configure Wi-Fi. So that's all you have to do. Connect to it with your Wi-Fi, hit the cog. It's going to take a second for it to pop up. It doesn't pop right up. I mean, I can choose my network. As far as the pool mining, I use my own pool, but I'll just leave it there for now, the public pool. Then you put your wallet in there. Now, I have my wallets set up through a Coinbase wallet right now, but I have a couple other wallets with different other things. Let's see, what's the address on that? Umbral. .local. Coin address. I actually have in my email. I'm going to put a name. I got my address in there. I'll put in the name. Worker number 6. And then you put your password, which I don't. The password's there. So I don't have to worry about that. Fallback. I'm just gonna put mine in there real quick. Even if it does go to the pool, it'll still go to my account at least. Time zone, I'm going to set my time zone. UI refresh, that's in seconds. Now, I've set that refresh slower on the ones that I have out there, and I have the screen timed out so it shuts off after a certain amount of time. LED enable, I have that shut off. I really don't need LEDs flashing. Rotate screen, I'm going to need that. I'm going to shut the LEDs off on that too. Auto brightness. So save that. It's saving right to that right now. And when it does come around again, basically there it's shut off the LED. It's flipped the screen around. It's done everything that I've programmed it to. Is it going to connect to a network? Doesn't look like it has enough power. When it's doing that, jumping back and forth like that, that's normally a power issue. So that should just boot right up. Yep, there it is. Got its IP, booting up, and hashing. Umbral local, so it's got my information. It's showing Bitcoin's price, 90,000. It cutting out like that. I don't know what that is. I hope that's not a problem with the unit itself, but I can unplug it now and plug it back in. She should start right back up. Yeah, there it goes. All the information's there, right? Now that one here is reading as 1826. There we got 120. There, it's even up to date on the programming, so I don't have to program it. Like I said, I got sent a couple extra here, so I'm gonna give one of these away. I'll pick from every one of my subs and give one of these little miners away too. Right now what I'm going to do is take this little miner, I'm going to hook this wire to power this off the other one so I can daisy chain it off another one. Then I'll have basically 6 together daisies chained onto 2 power supplies, making them even 1/3 even stingier than they are. I've found that you can't do more than 3, any more than 3, and they'll start blinking like that one was with one of my old other power sources. And that's about it. And that's going to my personal public server. Having my own node and having my own place to hit does make that little first step of getting my information out to get that block a little quicker. Not that these have a whole big chance, but to be honest with you, having as many as I even have doesn't help you out as much as it would be to get, say, a bit axe. And speaking of bit axe, this is going to be my next unboxing. Ooh. Bit axe, pretty much the same thing. The directions come, you have a QR code to scan. You scan the code, you download the app. The app is excellent for bit axe, I must say. And my Canon, the Canon Avalon Mini, I will have a video out on that. It is, I think, one of the better deals, because I mean it's a heater. It's an expensive heater for sure. I mean, you can get 800 watt heater a lot cheaper out there, but you're not going to find one that mines Bitcoin for that price. And it's mining Bitcoin. I'm going to try it on Bitcoin Cash for a little bit. Same with the bit axe. Once I get that going, I think I'm going to go into Bitcoin Cash with that, just to check it out, because I'm mining other coins as well, like I've seen with the phones here and my tablets and all that. Any idle computer that I have that has bandwidth that I can use, I might as well use all my bandwidth I have. So I do use Virus coin, and it's doesn't pay a whole lot, but it's idle. I mean, idle time that can actually make some money, might as well make some money. I'm gonna go now and get this all hooked up and straightened out, and then we're going to get into the next video. So I'll see you next time once I get this bit axe going and I get a video up for that one. It's pretty nice. Yeah. So we'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.